Hey, what's up? It's Hassan the God, spotlight on women's hoops. Yeah, just got off the road. So it's kind of late. I wanted to go ahead and take care of the Balling Baddies drawing. Just got off the road. But before I start, um Balling Baddies is sponsored in part by Crown Royal. All right. Salted caramel is like my favorite Crown Royal. But while I get everything ready, uh, got the Crown Royal bag with the names that's gonna be drawn. But yo, while I'm gonna pour me a drink. I gotta tell a funny story. On the way back to the A, and everything, stopped in Auburn, um, and the nearest Whataburger off the interstate happened to be on the Auburn campus. So I was like, oh shit. So everybody know I'm a roll tide. I'm roll tide all day. And we riding down the strip on the campus, and I'm just yelling, "Roll Tide!" Hey, I felt so empowered and invigorated. Hey, and energized. I was kind of tired. That's why I said, "Yo, I'm feeling good. Let me go ahead and knock out Balling Baddies, get that out the way, and then go ahead and get Tuesday afternoon show done the next day." All right. So, like I say, um, shout out to Crown Royal for excellent product, and everything. And also shout out to the balling baddies of the WNBA. It's a lot of cuties out there, yo, and there's a lot of cuties. If you're not on the W and you're not following these chicks who got a million and some Instagram followers, they're on all the TV shows and all like that. Yo, follow them, man. It's good product. Yo, if you like basketball and you like women, yo, you got it all in one. You know what I'm saying? But without further ado, all right, the ball and baddie drawing. All right. And the fine list, on the fine list, there's been no changes. Like I say, we're coming from the All-Star break, so it ain't no changes. Okay. Diamond Miller, Dejanay Carrington, right now is the only two females who we taking care of the fine. All right. All right. I'm picking five names, right? All right. So first name. Oh, one fell out. So I guess let's see who fell out. First balling baddie of the week, Alexa Hale. Oh man, Alexa Hale is a balling baddie. All right. Shout out to Alexa Hale. All right. Number two. Number two. Yeah. Zia Cooke. Zia Cooke. Yo, Zia Cooke. You a balling baddie, boo. You a balling baddie. All right. And while I'm picking the names, yo, Google these names and you can see, like, yeah, the streets is right. Third balling baddie of the week, Katie Lou Samuelson. Katie Lou. Katie Lou, you got some fans out there. You cute. Boy, this player's having a damn good week too. Napheesa Collier. Yeah, you a balling baddie. You a balling baddie. All right. Balling baddie. And a balling boss. co-founder of Unrivaled. Yo, she's a balling boss. All right. And the fifth balling baddie of the week. Fifth balling baddie of the week. Marina Johannes. Yeah, you're a balling baddie. All right. So the balling baddies for this week is Marina Johannes, Zia Cooke, Lou Samuelson, Alexa Held, and the Queen, Napheesa Collier. Those the balling baddies of the week. And why the fuck is my phone saying some shit and I'm not there? All right, but yo, tune in. Spotlight on Women's Hoops Tuesday. All right, at about 11 p.m. Central Time. Got a lot to talk about. Just a recap of All-Star Weekend. I'm not gonna get into the CBA stuff. We all know what's going on with the CBA and all that. Um, but we is gonna talk about them shirts. Yo, I got my shirt coming. Pay these chicks what you owe them, W. But I'm not gonna get into that. I'm kind of tired. Go ahead and finish my drink, get some rest, and go ahead and get everything cracking for the next day. But yo, had to take care of the balling baddies. I didn't do the balling baddies last week. So yo, Google these chicks. Yo, subscribe to them on their socials. Yo, they are some balling baddies. All right, Hassan the guard out. Hey, what's up? It's your boy Hassan the guard. Spotlight on Women's Hoops. Yo, All Star Weekend. Yo, it was a blast. It was a blast. But before we get into what happened with All Star Weekend and the All Star Game, yo, we're gonna have a word from our sponsor. All right, welcome back. Spotlight on Women's Hoops, where we cover everything in the world of professional and NCAA women's basketball. On this past weekend, we had the All Star Weekend for the WNBA on Friday night. We had the Skills Challenge. Shout out to Natasha Cloud for winning the WNBA Skills Challenge. She edged out Erica Wheeler of the Seattle Storm by like 3 seconds. Um, Very exciting. And Sabrina Ionescu um, defeated the defending champion Alicia Grady, Atlanta Dream, in the 3-point contest. But shout out to Sabrina Ionescu. Um, Sabrina Ionescu has always been a 3-point sharp shooter. Excuse me, Crown Royal kicking in. Sabrina Ionescu always has been a serious 3-point threat. She's a 3-point champion in the WNBA. It was good to see her in it. But like I say, it came down to the wire. It was very, very entertaining. I can't say that I was bored um, on the Friday night action of All Star Weekend. Um, Everything was lit. Yeah, when you get a chance, go to the WNBA page and look at some of the videos of everything that happened on Thursday night. Um, Everything that happened on the orange carpet. There's a lot of good footage from the parties that took place on Thursday night. Seeing Caitlin Clark rapping with Waka Flocka was hilarious. Um, Looking at the commissioner, Kathy was crunk at the party. Shout out to the Stud Buzz. The Stud Buzz was everywhere. Everybody was lit. Even Cheryl Reeves. I was like, dang, ain't no Cheryl Reeves get crunk. But um, but again, All Star Weekend. It's the WNBA's version of your job's Christmas party, a company picnic, all in one. Um, Now get into the All-Star game that took place on Saturday night. Um, I looked at a lot of negative talk about the WNBA All-Star game by no defense. Come on. If y'all gonna talk about the WNBA's All-Star game, talking about it wasn't no defense, it's too many points, then you gotta talk shit about the NBA. They don't play defense in the NBA All-Star game. It'd be a million fucking points. So what are we doing? You know, I'm just saying. Shout out to Team Collier. I called it, even though my predictions for the 3-point contest and the skill challenge was off. I called it. The talent that Team Collier had, Team Collier, Napheesa Collier, her basketball IQ. She knew who to pick. She knew who to pick. But the game was entertaining. The 4-point shot was a nice wrinkle that they threw in. It was entertaining. And shout out to Napheesa Collier, boy. Napheesa Collier was on one, boy. I'm talking about Napheesa Collier could not be stopped. Most points in the All-Star game. Shout out to Skylar Diggins. First triple-double ever in a WNBA All-Star game. Shout out to Queen Fee. But the big story is the shirts that all of the players came out with during warm-up saying, pay us what you owe us. I've seen a lot of negative shit on message boards and on some platforms. Yeah. The thing about it is this. It's more than just money with the players, but money is going to be the most common thread. All right. The thing, again, we don't know what the details is of what the WNBA Players Association is asking for, but however, y'all can give the ladies more money than what y'all giving. We got TV deals coming. We got new teams coming to the league. Players, and like Angel Reese said, it's more about the players that's coming behind the 24-25 class. We talking about even after the 26 class. What about the players that's coming in class of 27, 28, 29, 30? What we got to realize is that these ladies have leverage. Okay. And when I say the ladies have leverage, these ladies have, coming out of college, these ladies have 1 million Instagram, TikTok, Facebook followers. That's leverage. That's leverage. They're coming in from an NIL world. They're already brand names, household names. They're already marketable when they come in. So all that branding power, they bringing that to the league. The the WNBA has to realize that it's a new time. All right. It's all about branding. These ladies are branding this. I followed the ladies and they're not stupid. They're not stupid. They know these girls coming out of college got 1 million plus followers. They got all types of deals and all that. So all of that power, they're bringing it with them to the W. So that means something, and they have to account for that. So they're bringing the fans with them from college. They're bringing the endorsement deals with them. So that has to be compensated for. And it's not like they can't play. These girls can ball. So I agree with them. I got my shirt. Ella got her shirt, and my man Juice. We got our shirts on the way, and we're gonna rock our shirts in solidarity with the players because again, we do think that there is more that they can pay the ladies, especially coming into the league when they come in with these brand deals. They come in with names. They come in with fan fab, and there's more teams coming. You know what I'm saying? You can call me crazy. You can say Hassan don't know what he's talking about and all like that. Yo, these chicks got leverage. And when you got leverage, you got to leverage the leverage. That's all we're saying. So to everybody who was talking shit about the shirts that the ladies were wearing, I agree with them because look, and there's more to it, and there's more to it. We're gonna get into more of what it's all about, because I also think that they wanna they wanna box Unrivaled out. That's not a conflict of interest because if you try to eliminate Unrivaled, then you got to ban players from going over to Russia, Turkey, Israel, and all these other countries to make money. If that's the case, so we're gonna talk about more about this. I don't want to really get into a lot of time because we got action that's happening on Tuesday. We got a full slate. We got a full slate happening Tuesday, and got to do a quick commercial break because when I get into the action that's happening on Tuesday night, I don't want to go into a commercial break because I want to give predictions, my thoughts, all that. All right, so I'm gonna be back. All right, so see y'all at the commercial. Hey, what's up? Hassan the God back. Um, Shout out to Miss B, man. Shout out to Miss B, the writer, supporting everything that I do and what we do up here. And if you haven't got a copy of a book with a paperback on the Kindle or whatever, get the book on the other side of the cul-de-sac. I'm not really a novel guy. However, the first time I picked it up, I couldn't put it down. I had to see what was going on next. It's definitely a page turner. So wherever you go get your books, on the other side of the cul-de-sac, get that book, and also the novel she got, Broken Heart for Christmas. Two good reads. If you're into novels, or if you know somebody that's into novels, gift them with a book. Reading is fundamental. So hey, do that. Miss B, the writer. Thank you for all your support. Keep doing what you doing, and thank you for staying on my ass on what I'm doing. She been on my ass like, Hassan, what's going on with the Balling Baddies? Balling Baddies, the Balling Baddie drawing, you're gonna see that. I did that earlier today. All right. But let's get to the action that's happening Tuesday night. Full slate. The girls are back to work. They balled out, kicked it hard, let off some steam, and now it's back to action. And we all know after the All-Star break, Action is gonna start getting tight. Playoff races is gonna start heating up, and we're gonna start seeing separation of teams as we get closer to the postseason. Sparks going to DC to play on the Mystics. That young team. Oh no. Right now, LA is not favored in this game. The Mystics is favored by 3.5. Mystics at home. I'm had to go against the grain. I think I think the Sparks. I think the Sparks is gonna go to DC and take the win. All right, yo, hey DJ Heat, you see me down in Unrivaled, and hey, look, the Sparks kind of hot. The Sparks just showed me something. But I think the Mystics gonna cover that three. Excuse me. I think the Sparks will win. I think the Sparks will win. Um, I think the Sparks are hungry. They ended the going into the All-Star break. They went into the All-Star break on a high note. The Mystics took a couple L's. But again, we're gonna see what happens. But again, the Sparks 8-14, they way better than that 8-14 record. I think Rakia Jackson is playing lights out. Kelsey Plum as well. And Azare Stevens, yeah, she's holding it down. Can't wait to see Cameron Brink to come back. I didn't get a chance to check the injury report. And that's another thing too. Miss B was like, what happened to the get well card on Sunday? I was on the road Sunday, so I didn't get a chance to get the get well card out. So I don't even know when we expect Cameron Brink back, but Cameron Brink's return is imminent. Believe that. All right. Another hot one. Fever got to go to New York. All right. I don't know if Caitlin Clark is going to play in this one. But I got the New York Liberty. They're going to defend home. Now I do think the Fever is going to cover the 11.5. All right. So anybody who's in the sports betting, I think the Fever on a plus 11.5 is a good bet. All right. But the Liberty, Sabrina Nescu won the 3-point shootout. Tasha Cloud, skills challenge champion. They're gonna take that energy into this game against the Fever. Shout out to Jonquel Jones. Jonquel Jones still out, but I think the Liberty should be fine in this game. Part 4, Sky versus the Lynx. I'm hearing some stuff about that the Lynx is trying to recruit Angel Reese. Yo, Angel Reese, stay in Chicago. All right. I know shit is looking kind of grim and bleak, but stay in Chicago. You and Camilla Cardoza with the right pieces, right coaching, y'all can do something. All right. But I'm not gonna get into my thoughts on Tyler Marshmallow and all of that and the general manager y'all got. I'm not gonna get into that. But let's get into the game. All right. Sky going to Minnesota. All right. The Minnesota is favored by 14.5. I really think that Chicago will cover. Angel Reese is playing. Because look, for all of y'all who was saying that Angel Reese is not the first or second option, you saw what happened when they played Atlanta and Angel Reese didn't play. They got blew the fuck out. It was no way to say it. They got ran through like shit through a tin horn. You know what I'm saying? Yo. But I'm gonna go against the grain. The Sky is gonna go to Minnesota and take the win. Okay? Call me crazy, call me sick, but somebody got a root for the Sky. All right. And The last time they went to Minnesota, they was close. All right. So best case scenario, they'll cover the plus 14 and a half. All right. But yo, injuries. I think her and Camila Cardoza, they just need the whole Sky team needs to just go rogue. Okay. When the Sky go rogue, they either win or they almost win. So Angel Reese is playing. So that's why I'm giving them the win. Again, but Napheesa Collier, I know y'all like, come on, man. Napheesa Collier, she's gonna take that energy she had in the All-Star game and wipe the floor with Sky. Maybe so. All right. But weird, all types of weird shit didn't happen this year in the W. Okay. Because it's a fact. You don't any given night, you don't know who's gonna win in the W. You know, it might be an off night for the it might be an off night for the stud buzz. The stud buzz might still be hungover and shit. Don't know. All right. So, but I'm probably the only one in America who's rolling with the Sky in this game. I'm rolling with the Sky. Angel Reese, Camila Cardoza, Aria Atkins, Bantam. I know, hey, Bantam, I know I've been giving you a lot of shit this year. All right. Yo, just come out and just play ball. All right. Control the turnovers, defend the perimeter. Y'all should be fine. If y'all just control the turnovers, y'all should be fine. All right. Y'all should be fine. All right. Dream versus the Aces. This is gonna be another. This is gonna be a good one. This is gonna be a good one. The Aces is starting to turn it around. Asia Wilson's back. Dana Evans playing like I know the baddie can play. Chelsea Gray, Jackie Young. You know, this is gonna be a damn good. The Aces is gonna defend home. All right. I'm in Atlanta right now. All my ATLians don't be mad at me, but I really do think that the Aces is going to defend home, and it's going to be a close game. Las Vegas is favored by 1.5. I'm taking Las Vegas on that 1.5 point spread. They're gonna defend home. It's probably gonna be like a 3-4 point game. It's gonna be that close. All right, but I'm giving the Aces the win on this one. All right, and I think the last game is Wings and the Storm. I ain't gotta predict this one. We know the Storm is not gonna lose against the Wings. You know, the Storm better not lose against the Wings. All right. The Wings, young, Storm, too much veteran power, too much firepower. Man, look, I the Storm better not lose against the Wings. But again, I've seen weirder shit happen. Shit, hell, I seen the Connecticut Moon beat Atlanta. So, but I don't think it's gonna be a scenario like this. Wings is a 8.5 point underdog. It's safe to say that the Storm is gonna cover that 8.5. All right. But shout out to Paige Belkers, man. Um, I didn't do a top rookie or a top sophomore this week because we're coming out of the All-Star break. So I'm gonna roll top rookies, top sophomores next week after we get another full week of basketball in the books to where we can see how these races is gonna end up. Now, mid-season awards. Friday, all right. I will have mid-season award nominations posted. All right. And feel free to leave in the comments your thoughts. If you feel like I left one of your favorite players off, or you feel like it's a player that, hey, what about this player? Yo, we can have a discussion. This is an open forum. I know I'm more or less the face of this, but again, let me know what you think, because it's all about moving the game forward and recognizing all the players who are doing their thing every night. Right. But again, Storm Wings, again, easy win for the Storm, and they're at home. All right. Easy win for the Storm. Again, Aces in the Dream. Asia Woods is on top, top, top. The Dream ain't gonna take her spot. Yo, it's gonna be close. All right. I again 3-4 point, maybe 5. But Aces is gonna defend home. Sky Lynx, I'm probably the only one in America, like I said, that's rolling with the Sky. I think the Sky is gonna edge out the Lynx. I think the Stud Buds is gonna be still hung over. All right. Liberty Fever. I don't even know if Caitlin Clark is playing. I think she's still ruled out, so that's going to be another plus. But I think, even though I think that the Fever have been playing better without Caitlin Clark, I still think that the Liberty, defending champs, are going to show out again. Sabrina, Natasha Cloud, New York swept Friday night of the All-Star weekend. So they're going to take that same energy and defend home. And Mystics and the Sparks, I got to give the edge to the LA Sparks. All right. So let me know what y'all think in the comments. And I'm out.